We're on the prowl.
Hi, it's On the Prowl. I'm Kiran, this is Kevin. The biggest news this weekend, probably the tennis team going for a chance to win the Ivy League title for the first time in over 20 years. Pulled out a big win against Columbia, winning 5-2. It was the first win they had this season that wasn't 4-3. Some big moves from Matt Seau winning very quickly, and from Augie Bloom as well to pull out a third set and a tiebreaker, which really gave the Tigers some good momentum going into the match today against Cornell, which was at Cornell. Started out very tight. 2 of the 3 doubles matches lost in tie breaks, 9-8. And then the singles matches, which are still currently going on. But unfortunately, at the time of taping, the Tigers did drop 3 of the singles matches, which when you put together with the doubles point, has put them out of contention for this match. Which is not to say that they can't still potentially win a share of the Ivy League title. If the Big Red loses to the Lions on next week, whenever they play, that will give shares to both Princeton and to Cornell. But overall, a good season for the Tigers. Obviously not the way they wanted to end, but good things coming up.
Yeah, there's a lot of youth on this team. Only one senior is in the regular rotation. Matija Pekotic sort of seems to be the best player in the league already as a sophomore. Figure he can continue to get better and keep providing a consistent point at the number 1 singles for Princeton. So a disappointing end of the season, as you said, but good things lie ahead in the future, it seems.
Definitely. And then men's lacrosse going up to Foxborough, Massachusetts for the New England Classic, taking on Dartmouth. A big win, a very necessary and important win for the men's lacrosse team.
Absolutely. Men's lacrosse team now, if they beat Harvard next weekend or Cornell the week after, which is less likely, just one win in those 2 games will probably get them a berth to the Ivy League tournament, the 14 tournament in the postseason. From there, if they win 2 games there, the NCAA hopes are still alive after what was a very rough start.
Yeah, I mean, hampered by a lot of injuries, which obviously is something that you can't control. But, starting to bounce back, starting to kind of click in that offense, and the defense starting to come together and get those crucial stops that they need and that they weren't getting earlier in the season. But what else has been going on in sports?
Women's lacrosse team played here on Saturday in very rough conditions. Driving rain, lots of wind going on. Played against Harvard, and the Crimson won, handing Princeton its first Ivy League loss and its first loss at Princeton Stadium this season. So Princeton drops to 3-1 in the Ivy League. Still games remaining against Penn and Dartmouth, the other top teams, as well as one against Columbia, made up from a lightning shortened game. So 1 win there will qualify Princeton for the Ivy League tournament, and if they win a couple more of those games, they're still very much in contention for the league title.
And more than a few games rained out this week thanks to the incredibly horrible weather we've been having. Some softball games, I think a baseball game too.
They had to move around the schedules for baseball and softball. They usually play Saturday, Sunday. They moved up the Saturday games to Friday, where the baseball team tied with Penn for the Ivy League and coming into the weekend has some very big games. Split the series on Friday as of taping. They won the opener on Sunday today and tied 1-1 in the 7th of the nightcap. If they can win that game, they'll be 2 up on Penn with 8 games to play, which would be a huge step in the way to the Gary Division title.
Absolutely, and just 3 weeks left till the end of classes, and then another month of exams and whatnot. Got a big concert coming up, lawn parties, May 1st, Wiz Khalifa, Big Crit, some other good things happen. So, yeah, it's spring, enjoy yourselves, the weather is nice outside for once. We'll be back next week with more prowling on the prowl, so see you then.